Welcome back, Team Achilles Kids. We are now doing your Tuesday upper body workout. Now down here you can see I do need some props today. So if you have some weights, go ahead and grab them. I have a 5-pound weight with me. If you do not have weights, that's okay. Grab some cans, grab some bottles of water, grab whatever you have in your house that you have 2 of. And of course, don't forget your water. So go ahead and grab those and I'll meet you back here for our workout. Okay, so what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do 5 exercises, then we're gonna take a break, get some water, and do them again. Each of these is called a circuit, so we're gonna do 2 circuits today. Now, of course, if you're feeling extra strong and wanna do a 3rd circuit on your own or with your virtual buddy, you go right ahead. But we're gonna do 2 for today. Now, what I want you to do is we're gonna grab our weights down here. I want you to bend your knees to pick them up, bring them up to your sides, and then lift them up to your shoulders. Now what's really important here is that we're standing super straight, that we have our belly button tucked in, and that our elbows are close to our body. Okay, we don't want that to go flying away like this. So keep your elbows in, have your weights at your shoulders. This right here is a really strong exercise in and of itself. It's using our core, it's using our shoulders, and it's using our arms. But we're gonna go into a standing overhead press. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift from our shoulders all the way up to extend our arms. Then we're gonna bring them back down. And we're just slowly gonna push up and bring them down. We're gonna do 10 of these. We do not wanna go fast. We wanna work on good form, and also the slower we go, the more we work our muscles. So we're at 4. Keep going, make sure you keep those elbows in. 5. Don't forget to breathe too. That's really important. A lot of times when we do these difficult exercises, we forget to breathe. So make sure you're breathing in, breathing out. Okay, 2 more. 9. 1 more. You got it. 10. Bring it down. Bring the weights down to your side, bend down, and set them on the ground. That is our overhead press. Okay, next we're gonna do our 1-arm row. Now this one, I'm gonna turn to the side so you can really see what I'm doing. We're gonna bend our knees and bend at our back so we have this nice slanted line. Now, if you have a table or a chair, you can put your opposite arm on that chair to steady yourself, okay? Right now, I'm just gonna keep my back arm on my hip. My left leg is gonna come forward because I'm gonna be picking up with my left arm. And what I wanna make sure is that I'm not twisting when I do this, okay? So bring your left leg forward. You have your weight down by your left foot, and we're gonna bend down to pick it up. Come back up, slightly forward. Notice my back, the line of my back. Bend your knees. Now what we're gonna do is pull our elbow all the way up as far as it can go, and then back down. And what we want to see is how high can we pull that elbow up. What we're working are these back muscles here. So how far can you pull it up without twisting? Again, our elbow is super tight to our body. Nice and slow, we breathe in and out. Okay, let's do 5 more. Nice bend in those knees. You should be looking down at the ground in front of you. Again, if you need to hold yourself to steady yourself on a wall or a table, go right ahead. Don't let these arms go out. Straight back. Okay, let's do 2 more. 1 more, you got it. Nice job. Now, we're gonna repeat that on our right side, okay? So let's turn. We're gonna do this so that we're facing the same way. Put your right leg out. Use your left hand if you need to support yourself on a wall or a chair or whatever you have in front of you. Bend your legs, lean forward. Now remember, keep this elbow tight as we pull it up and back. We want to see how far we can get that elbow up, okay? All the way up, nice and slowly. Don't forget to breathe. Find a point out in front of you that you can look at and that you can focus on, so that we're not standing up. 4 more, you got it. Pull it all the way up. Breathe. 3 more. 2. Last one. Nice and slowly. Good. Bend down, put your weight down, stand up, and that is our one arm row. Let's do our single arm tricep extensions now. All right, bend down and pick up just one weight with your right hand. We're only going to use one weight per arm for this exercise. Now I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see what I'm doing here. We're going to set this up pretty similar to like we did with our one arm row, except our feet are going to be even. So they're going to be parallel to each other, hip width distance apart. We're going to bend our knees, tuck in our belly, and lean forward. So we're bending at the hips, coming forward. Find a point up at the front of your mat or about 5 feet in front of you that you're going to look at. Now, keep your arm close to your body. We're going to pull our elbow up as high as we can. This is where we ended in our single arm row. Now we're going to start here in our extension. So we're leaning forward. Use your left hand to support yourself if you want to put it on a chair or a wall or whatever, or you can put it on your hip for extra balance. And with our arm up, our elbow tucked close into our back, we're just going to extend our wrist behind us. Now we're going to do 10 of these. Notice that nothing is moving but my wrist. My wrist is going from the hip and back out till it's straight and back in, okay? Nice and slowly. Make sure that elbow stays up. 6. If we bring our elbow down, we're not actually getting a workout. So bring that elbow up. 7. Keep your belly button tucked in. Let's do 2 more. You've got this. 8. 9. Let's do 1 more for good measure. 10. Fabulous. Now stand up. Let's switch the weight into our left hand. Same setup. Feet hip width distance apart. Bend those knees. Tuck your belly in. Lean over. Now the closer you can get to being parallel to the ground, the more of the workout you're going to get in your tricep. And our tricep is that back muscle in our arm. Okay. Now pull your elbow up and back. Keep it close to your back. We don't want it out like wings. Keep it in tight. And we're just going to extend that left wrist back. 1, 2, 3. Make sure your back is nice and straight. We don't want to be curved over like this or standing up straight. We want a nice bend and a straight back. 4, 5. As we get tired, our elbow tends to drop. So make sure you keep it up. 7. If this is too hard, go ahead and get a smaller weight. If you need more, grab a bigger weight, whatever works for you. As usual, I've lost count, so let's do 2 more to be safe. Last one. Great job. Stand up. That is our tricep extension. Okay. So now we're going to do our bench press on the floor, and we're going to do 10 reps of these. So why don't you go ahead, get down on the ground. You can put your feet out in front of you, hips width distance apart. Bend your knees. Roll back slowly onto the floor. We always want to protect our lower back. Now you're going to grab the weights in both hands and pick them up so your elbows and your arms are at a 90-degree angle. Then spread your arms wide so that your elbows look like they're pointing out your sides. Bring your wrists over your elbows. So notice this. Notice this nice line I have here. My wrists are not out far and they're not in close to my chest. They're right over my elbows. So I have this nice right angle here, okay? Your knuckles are facing forward. We're not turning them so that our knuckles are facing our face. They're facing forward. So we're going to do that on both sides. Then what we're going to do is we're going to press up, use those chest muscles, and touch those weights at the top. Then bring them back down. Think about using your chest muscles. We're not using just our arm muscles. This is our whole upper body right here. Push your back into the ground. Really tighten those abs, okay? That is how we're going to get a really good upper body workout. Now, per usual, I have not been keeping count. So let's say we're going to do 5 more. If we get a few extra, that's okay. Nice and slowly, Touch them softly at the top. We don't want to hear them clank at the top. That's not a good exercise. If we're moving slowly, we have control and we can stop them from clanking. Let's do 3 more. You've got it. 2 more. Last one. You've got it. Touch at the top. Bring them down. Put the weights on the ground. And we're going to roll to our side and push ourselves up. Excellent job, guys. Okay, we are at our last exercise of this first circuit. And you know me, I love core exercises because our core is so important for everything that we do, especially when we're running. So our last exercise is going to be plank shoulder taps. Now, some of you have done this with us, and if you haven't, don't worry. They're a lot of fun and they're really easy. So get into plank. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrists. Bring your feet out behind you, hip width distance apart, and just tilt or push yourself a little bit forward so that your heart and your head are a little bit in front of your hands. That's really going to get our core activated. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our opposite hand to touch our opposite shoulder. Then put it back down. Then lift your other hand and touch the opposite shoulder and put it back down. Here is the key. We have a tendency when we pick our hand up to roll our body to the side. If we do this, we're not actually getting a good workout. What I want you to think about is how still can you be? Can you just move your arms from one shoulder to the next? Okay, let's go ahead and try it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice that I'm barely moving my body. I'm just picking those hands up and touching the opposite shoulder. Okay, we're halfway. Keep going. We also have a tendency to move our hands up after we do it. Make sure they stay under your shoulders. And keep breathing. Nice job. 4 more. Tilt a little forward if you find yourself going back. Let's do 2 more for good measure. Nice job. Drop those knees to the ground. And you can sit down because that is the end of our first circuit. Now, I want everybody to go grab some water, take a few small sips, and I'll meet you back here for our second circuit. We've had some water and a little bit of a break. Now let's get back into our second circuit. Now this time we're going to do all 5 exercises without stopping. We're going to have a little bit of a 5 to 10 second break, but otherwise we're going to go through one after the other. We're going to start with our standing overhead press. So go ahead, bend down, pick up a weight or the cans or the bottles, whatever you're using, pick up one in each hand. Now I want your feet hip width distance apart, standing nice and tall, pull that belly button in, of course, and we're going to lift the weights up to our ear height. Now I want your elbows facing forward like they're going into the wall. They're not off to the side like wings. They're forward in front of us. And we're going to lift these up 10 times. Ready? Let's go. Up and down. Lift it all the way up over your head. Bring them back down to your ears. That's 2. Up, down. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure that your elbows stay pointed forward. Keep your arms in close to your head. Okay? 6. Nice and slowly. That's how we build it. Whoop, I actually hit my head. We don't want it so close that we hit our head. 2 more. Let's do 3 more for good measure, just in case I counted wrong. 9. Last one. 10. Great. Now go ahead and put one weight down. We're just going to keep one. Make sure it doesn't roll away from you. Turn it to the side like mine was. We're going to put one weight in our right hand. Now, I want you standing to the side with your right foot forward. Right hand has a weight, right foot forward, left foot back. Bend those knees and lean forward. Keep your back straight, your belly in, but we're going to lean forward. And we're going to do our 1-arm rows. We're going to do 10 on each side. Keep your arm close to your body and we're gonna pull our elbow up as high as we can go, using our back to pull it up. We're gonna do 10. You ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Feel your back shoulders trying to touch each other. Pull that elbow back and as high as you can get it. 5. Slow and steady. 7. Try not to move anything else on your body but your arm going up and back. 2 more. You've got it. I want you looking down in front of you. Let's do 1 more. Lift it as high as you can. Fabulous. Now just put that weight in your left hand. Now that we have it in our left hand, our left foot's going forward, our right one's going back. This is to stabilize us so our hips aren't moving. Bend your knees. Remember, if you need to hold on to a wall or a chair or whatever in front of you to keep you nice and still, you can do that. Lean forward. I'm going to keep my hand on my hip for now. And then let's pull our elbow up and back. 2, 3. You should feel your shoulder blade going towards the center. Don't forget to breathe. 5, 6. Keep your arm nice and close to your body. 2 more. You've got this. Keep going. 9. Last one. Pull it up as high as you can. 10. Let it come back down. Great job. Okay, we're still going to keep just this one weight for now, because now we're going to do our single arm tricep extensions. Remember, our tricep is this muscle back here, so we want to make sure that we can feel that muscle in the back of our arm. Now we're setting up pretty much the way we set up our 1 arm row, except our feet are going to be even. So feet hip width distance apart, bend those knees, lean forward. If you can get almost parallel, you're going to have more of a workout in the back of your arm. If that's too hard, you can stand up a little more, so it's a little less pressure on the back of your arm. Now, keep that arm in tight. Pull it up like where we end with our 1 arm row, and we're going to keep our elbow close to our back, up high, and then just extend. 1, 2. Our wrist is just going back behind us. 3, 4. Notice that nothing is moving but my wrist. I'm keeping my elbow close to my back. It's not moving up and down, just my wrist. 2 more. 9, 10. Excellent. Let's switch to the other side. Same setup. Okay, bend those knees, lean forward, make sure you tuck that belly in. Bring your arm up as high as you can go. If you need to support yourself, go ahead and reach your arm out to the table or the chair. Otherwise, put it on your hip. Elbow up as high as it can, close to your body. Extend that left wrist back. 1, 2, look out in front of you. 3, slowly. 4, 5, really nice job. Are you breathing? Keep that elbow up high. If it's down here, we're not going to get as good of a workout. 8, 2 more. 9, 10. Fabulous job. Okay, we can go ahead, bend down, put the weight down. I'm actually going to put the weights out of the way because we don't need those anymore. We're done with the weights. Let's go ahead and get on our backs. So put your feet hips width distance apart, bend your knees, roll down, protect that back. Oh, guys, I totally lied. We absolutely do need our weights again. So bring one on each side. Okay, see, it happens. We all make mistakes. We just can go ahead and fix them. Okay, put your weights at your hips, and then we're gonna roll back down. Now, it's getting pretty sunny, so I'm gonna keep my eyes closed. Pick the weights up so they're up by your ears, and I want you to put your elbows out so they're facing the wall. They're not down facing our feet, they're facing the wall. Then we have this really great L. Don't forget, our wrists go over our elbows. Our elbows are in line with our shoulders. This allows the weight to be at our chest and not to be down here at our belly button or up here at our face. We want our weights at our chest. Okay, so we have both arms out. We're gonna do 10 presses. You ready? Let's go. 1, touch them at the top. 2, if you do it nice and slow, they're not gonna bang. 3, 4, slowly. 5, keep going, keep breathing. 6, we should feel this in our shoulders, in our chest, in our back. Keep your lower back pushed into the ground. 3 more. 8, 9, last one, 10. Great job. Now you can put the weights down, roll to your side, push yourself up. We are now actually done with the weights. Okay, let's go into our very last exercise. It is our plank shoulder taps, okay? This is our last thing. I want you to give it all that you have. Okay, set up in plank, shoulders on top of wrists, feet behind us, spread apart, tilt forward just a little, opposite hand to opposite shoulder. We're gonna do 20. See if you can stay as still as possible. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow down if you need to so that you're not moving your hips. 10, tilt forward a little. Make sure that you're keeping that core engaged. 15, 16, keep going, keep breathing. 18, 19, 20. Put your knees down. You did it. Fantastic job. Congratulations. You completed our Tuesday upper body workout. Now, tomorrow is Wednesday, which means it's yoga. So go ahead and go to achillesinternational.org to find all of our yoga videos. We have some pre-recorded workouts that I did. We also have some other yoga videos from some really great instructors. So go there to find your yoga workout, and I'll see you back here on Thursday.